Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. So in the last one, we took midship. Barnabas confronted us. Well, we confronted him, but let's be honest. Barnabas just kicked our ass. That's all that happened. He destroyed us. And then we escaped with Jill, thankfully. And they finally did it. Well, maybe quite literally. But they finally, kissed after however long, and he gained her powers. She gave him up. So she's not going to be nearly as strong, but she's still a party member. But now we have Shiva, so that's a thing. As you can see on the map, we're going to be busy this episode. You can feel free to skip if you just want to see story. It's not happening here. It's not happening today. There are 8 quests, and I am going to do them. Starting with this guy. Oh, that's all you had to say.
Canva in the hands of Akashic. We'll need to find another port. Preferably one as well hidden as the ironworks.
Good luck with that.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see.
All right.
Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Something better.
We still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that
makes sense.
Let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff. And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that.
Oh?
Any chance you could help me too?
Don't tell me it's the sauce.
If it's for the good of the Hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
We've got a couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
Okay.
Fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hood with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
Okay.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, mind. And we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
Oh.
All right then. Wish me luck.
It'll do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
You do that, sir. I'm not going to prioritize it yet. Actually, I think it just adds it to the list of...
How was she?
I don't know how it works, honestly. We also have a blacksmith quest and a missive here. I'm going to pick all 3 of those up and probably do them before we even if it sends us to near Isabel, I'm not going to do Isabel's quest until we're done with these 3. I want to make sure we get the hideaway ones done first and then move on from there.
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With
What?
the forge and all that.
What happened?
Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
Oh.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
All right, we're going.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No. It's better this way.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on.
well, I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
Okay. Well, this is the Blacksmith Blues. There's no way we don't involve him eventually. All right, we got a missive to pick up quick. I wonder if we're gonna have like another side questy main story for a bit here too. I wouldn't doubt it. We're not very far into this quest, that's for sure. It said like 16% or something. Oh. Auto. Clive, there's but one crystal left needs cracking, and but one man who can do it. See that you don't miss. Thank you. Sir, I and the other Cursebreakers have grown concerned regarding the well-being of our captain. Oh. Despite the apparent unrest, her recent investigations have visited upon her, and Lady Doris refuses all offers of assistance. If it is not too much trouble, I would ask that you please speak with the captain and learn what troubles her so deeply.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me. But I can speak to her at least.
Last quest we did for her, she was pretty down on herself for thinking she wasted time, not believing in her people. When it turned out they were all right, I don't know. That was Doris, right? We've only talked to Doris like once, maybe twice.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job.
Oh.
My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once
Ooh.
they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
I would have gone to Martha's Rest with Doris, but she ordered me to stay behind. And
Okay.
I'm not about to start disobeying orders.
Let's do that one first then. While ignoring the other quest at Martha's Rest. All right. So
Doris
there's
should be somewhere
another
nearby.
one.
Assuming she's still here.
There's another one. One of the spherical echoes is also nearby. Wait, you have new
Because the
stuff?
heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
How do?
Oh? Satellite and Rhyme. Oh, really? Rhyme? Cooldown? I haven't used it yet. I don't know if that's even worth it or not. I guess we restock.
Thanks very much.
But
There you
since I'm
go.
trying a new
That
icon,
all, is it?
good chance I mess up.
Nearly
Doris?
greens of all shapes and sizes.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately I can hardly keep up. But what I do know is that there's more bad news than good. You can tell that just by looking at people's faces.
And the sky. Maybe she's back here.
It doesn't still hurt, does
Oh,
it?
there you are.
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jaws couldn't hurt me. I'm a son of Rosaria, after all. A born survivor.
I was wondering where those two were. Oh,
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me.
What?
Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the Hideaway.
Okay. I was going to say, it's weird. You could have taken care of her here, but yeah, not if she's got people in an undisclosed location.
She asked me to join her at the Baum Archers. It's a wonder she still trusts me after everything that happened.
Why would she? That's... Also, she has to know that she was a bearer, right? She's got the scar. Oh, wow, they're both here. Gotcha. So we're gonna go from here. Oh, actually, there's another thing here. There was a stone here that hasn't been discussed or anything. So I'm probably gonna check that after I'm done with these two. All right, somewhere nearby. Oh, sprinted right into that chocobo.
They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more, and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
Okay, she's perceptive.
You're welcome
Time to try Shiva. I want to see the one thing I wanted to try here. Oh, I didn't do it right. I gotta jump first. You know what? We're just gonna use Judgment Bolt. You know what? We're just gonna use this too. Alright, you're dead. Oh, not dead. Oh, that dick. Where are you? So if I hit O, do I have to dodge an attack for that to work? Or do I? Oh, I see. Wow, I'm not even going for you.
This one.
I wasn't on target the whole time. I swear to God. Every time I leave a dungeon, I'm not on Torgal. It switches me back to potions, and then I have to waste potions realizing that.
So much for your escort.
Might need to think about the Shiva thing.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid!
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner.
Oh.
This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own.
Okay.
How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
What? You're just letting her walk away?
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
I feel like we should have, like, handcuffed her and turned her in. At the very least.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
We just let her walk away. She could run off now, and we couldn't do anything about it. Oh, well. You did not just teleport me back to the hideaway. You did. Well, sometime later. Well, we're going back there anyway.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak.
Well, that's good.
Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Thank you, Cole. I still feel like she got off way too easy. She probably didn't even get half the charges that she deserves. But what can you do? That quest definitely felt like filler. Like none of the quests have really felt filler so far, but that one definitely had a little bit of filler to it. Seemed like it was just written on almost on the spot. A bit. I still like it, you know. Like when you compare it to some other side quests that I've seen nowadays, where it's literally. I've seen some bad side quests. All right, I want to check this little corner quick again. Why? What are you? Why are you here? There's no way you're not significant. You have your own path down to a little tomb. But, like, no side quest has ever referenced this, and it reminds me of, like, it could be like a chronolith thing, Is this just like a late game activation? Some secret trial? I mean, we still have that door way over here that we're not doing anything with yet. So I guess there's a possibility. But yeah, we need to go here actually. Oh, hell no. Oh my god, these were the villagers. This village is done for. So do I like... It says frostbite. Did I... I'm still a little unclear on this. Oh, while sliding to execute frostbite. They become temporarily frozen if they're hit by it. And that said perfect dodging. Can I perfect dodge with O, or is it just do I have to be in Shiva and dodge? All right, let me try it. Give me a perfect dodge quick. No. I just want to do this once. So badly. Wait. I forgot I could do that. Ah. Now I see how useful it is. And realistically, what I should do is ravage, jump. Damn. Okay, so that if I can take little enemies and ravage them into the air, like boop. Oh, I should probably do that again. Up, double jump, and then like upheaval. Oh, I don't have upheaval. Sorry, I'm doing experimenting here. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Excuse me? Only level 33. I'm just gonna ignore you. That's fine. So I switched some abilities. I wanna test this real bad. I'm in like a testing mood lately. So I got rid of Raging Fist for now, and I put on Wicked Wheel. So I'm gonna Mesmerize to pull him in.
I'll need to deal
Oh,
with
hey.
these ones first.
So I'd Mesmerize, Wicked Wheel, and then Upheaval. Maybe I could do a step in between that. I don't know. Wait. Let me try it. Infil. What the hell is that? Oh, did I freeze him? I don't think I froze him. Oh, that didn't count? What? No! Oh. Wrong button. No! I really wanted to make Shiva work, but I need practice, I think. Okay. Oh, that'll do some damage at least. Oh. I don't think you can just normal perfect dodge that one. Nope, that didn't work. That didn't work either.
Nice try.
Oh, that was decent damage.
Spherical echo.
Yeah, it's right here.
This is it.
I don't know about that
Right there.
setup.
Just too much to find.
Gotcha. I really don't know about that setup. Like honestly, that was a little awkward. Really not good for single target, that's for sure. I don't know if it's worth it. I might have to go back to my old one. Let's go to the next Echo first, and then we'll go to the Blacksmith Blues. I swear, I'm so set in my ways until I get to sit in our Redstone for ever. So the only thing I have that's different from my old set now, well, obviously I'm not on Ramu. I'm going to use Rhyme. I'm going to try that. Everything else is like my old set. So let's see how this works out. In fact, I want to use it right now.
Get him.
I'm going for that bomb. It is pulling him in pretty well. Sir, you need to not live. He has so much health. There we go. Honestly, I could probably Giga Flare. Once it calls in reinforcements. Well, Impulse is back and helping a lot, apparently. I don't know how I feel about Rhyme, though. No, just punch. He's on the ground, isn't he? Why can't you do the mortal blow? That's so weird. I was trying to down him that whole time. Alright, collect. There we go. Rhyme seems okay. It's kind of hard to tell how much damage it's doing. Alright, last one is Advent? Okay, we'll do Blacksmith and then we'll head out to Sandbreck for that. Okay, they're not in immediate danger.
You're here. August waiting for you inside. Well,
go on in.
Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer, you can swing.
That's the not good music.
The brass neck of that girl. Everyone's coming together to fight for their lives, and she hasn't lowered her prices a gill.
Clive, you're here.
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts, and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes, at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw?
Psh.
Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
There he is.
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know.
Best mate?
How long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah.
It's not the time.
Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me. So you're wasting half of mine instead. You're what Dravos needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravoj is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is.
Yep.
Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Just let Clive do it. He's got it. He's got this. And I am still experimenting. You know what? I have an idea. Very good idea, honestly. Like my best idea of all time. Give me my points back. All right, good enough. I'm gonna try Diamond Dust. Why not? I want to see it. Plus, it's got really high stagger, and it's not impeding the screen nearly as bad as Aerial Blast. Is the only reason I don't use Aerial Blast.
Prick or not, I won't abandon Dravos to a swarm of Akashic.
Oh.
Just say the word. The villagers know to keep out of sight when the fighting starts.
Gotcha.
You, ready for the off, then?
Yeah?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls, and there are more coming up from the mines.
And you left the door open?
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
You think Ultima would let him die?
No. Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
Ultima would be like, what a pathetic vessel if he died to just Akashic. That ain't happening on side quest. Oh, but maybe. You're much bigger than the other ones.
All right.
Or is it just the camera angle?
Which one of you's first?
Damn. It's the first enemy to kill me in this game already. Well.
Too slow.
The normal mode version. Alright. Ow. Ow. Stop it. I wanted to get a raging... that. And he's behind me. Great. What? Oh, I froze him. That's kind of cool, honestly. Grab him. All right, give me something. There we go. Nope, that one. Forgetting my buttons. Oh.
It's over.
Scorpions. All right, gather up. Gather up. Let's see it. It is. It's a pretty cool move. Kind of wish they would stay frozen a little longer than that, but. Oh. Oh, what, another set? Ooh, a griffin. It's a griffin. Oh, right. The griffin was actually the final boss of the trial, the Ramu trial I did. I forgot I didn't show that. I got real used to its moves. Frozen. Alright, let's see. Come on, give me more. Oh. It's not gonna live long.
Is that it?
I guess so. No?
Apparently not.
Gorgamera? Wait, we haven't seen one in this game yet. Chimera.
You're not getting past me.
Ooh, fire. I believe this is... It looks so much like the 14 model, I can't tell if I saw it here or in 14. Oh! Okay, you heard a bit.
Nice try. There's more. This one.
What? I guess it shot behind me instead. Whoops. That's kind of fun, just freezing them in general. Impulse, Giga Flare. Oh, Diamond Dust will be ready. Judgment Bolt. Think I can make it? I did. Not as good as Wind Up. Dragon's Voice, get in! Get out! I love that. I love it. Thank you for including that. Freeze.
This one.
You're dead.
Over here.
Now we just hang out. Very, very cool of them to keep it consistent with that You could have messed with people a lot if you just made Ram's voice in and Dragon voice out. I bet you would have hit a lot of 14 players.
Now, the question is, did I miss any?
That's kind of
Man
important.
alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Okay.
Oh, you do know. More will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Are they still at each other's throats?
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravovst won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home.
I don't know, the
We'll
Hideaway is
fortify
pretty
the gates
safe.
to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Yeah.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoj what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
For sure.
Sid, I've got something for you.
Oh, right. We do side quests for rewards. I keep forgetting that. Cracked anvil. What?
And this is?
What is the seal going to help me with?
Token of a lasting gratitude.
Okay.
I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to hone an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with a hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Oh, hell yeah.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore Dravozd to its former glory. Barring ether floods, that is.
This was a really good side quest. I mean, just Blackthorn's getting a lot of attention.
I'll get
a
him
lot
back
more
to the
than some
Hideaway.
characters.
Don't you worry about that.
All right.
I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off, it will ruin every other sword you've ever held.
If it's +5 strength, I'm going to be so upset at you. But before we do that, I would like to get the other quest out of the way. So before oh my god, there's so many quests. We gotta go to Northreach and do that last spherical echo, and then we're gonna see what this sword is. I just realized that this is absolutely gonna take us 2 episodes. And next week, I'm gonna have to wait till next week to do the story. It's funny because I record ahead, but yet I still play way less than I show, or than my schedule allows. So I have to wait way longer before I see what's going on after this. It's okay though. It's okay though. Jill's back. Everyone's fine. It's a good downtime.
Straight home now.
Point. Oh, you're going down.
Over here.
Can you even freeze these? Oh.
This one.
There's another one. No, I need to... There we go. Oh, not... You know what? Can I get 3? 3? There we go. No more protect for you. Any more? Nope. I wonder if this is the end of this quest.
That's all
He
of
did.
them. Oh, I can uncross his toes now.
He did say.
You all right, boy?
He did take us 3 different places. I can't imagine this quest would be much longer than that. So, all right. And since there's 4 quests, what do we do so far? Doris, and these 2 quests. Have we not done? We should probably do at least 1 more. Do 4 side quests an episode. I'd say.
Don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
Okay.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help.
Call it Ragnarok.
Do you remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
Had to throw the victory Sid theme in there.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Let me see it. Ooh. Wait. This looks familiar.
Sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
Quite something.
Who would have called it that? I don't know.
Trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok.
The hell?
Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
We already had Excalibur.
That's what I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
Oh. Okay, so far this is actually my favorite, well, series of side quests, honestly. Like, everything we've done has built up to this, and they even mention that they're going to be able to make something even stronger. Goter Dalmarung? Design draft. Oh. Which is interesting. Okay, that is actually plus 25. Well, rip Shiva Blade. I love it. It was so obvious there was going to be Ragnarok. There's only a few weapons in Final Fantasy that really reach the end game, name-wise, and Ragnarok's usually one of them. I don't know what weapon is left. We've done Excalibur and Ragnarok. Like, now there is the Ultima weapon, but Ultima's an enemy in this game. It doesn't feel like you'd want to use his name. Wait. Don't you just call it Ultimate Weapon? Ultimate Weapon. Hold on, give me a second here. Alright, no, yeah. In every Final Fantasy, it's always you beat Ultima Weapon, and you get the Ultima Weapon. Which is the Ultimate Weapon. Well, not every Final Fantasy, obviously, but almost all of them. FF4, Excalibur was the strongest, but this is interesting. I'm going to assume ahead of time that it's going to be Ultima Weapon, but maybe not called that, because that feels like a blade related to the bad guy's name before we even encounter him. I don't know. An ancient Ashen legend purports that one day the Age of Dominance will draw to a close in an epic clash of icons that sets the land ablaze, cleansing it of foulness and allowing for its rebirth. A clash they call Ragnarok. Ew. I'm going to use this weapon to kill Odin. And it's going to be lore appropriate that Ragnarok was the end of Odin. Wait, I might not even have the materials. For the last weapon. Hold on.
So what do I owe the honor?
Let's talk about this quick.
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever speak again, let alone work together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best.
You actually said August was your best friend?
What do you want?
I heard it. I definitely heard it. Sort? I can't sort. Oh, this is the name of the weapon. Oh, okay. It's called Goder Damarang. The whole time I was sitting there talking about it, I'm like, what's the last weapon called? It's right here. Darksteel, Orichalcum, Primitive Battlehorn. So there is no Ultima weapon. Unless this translates to Ultima weapon? I don't know. If Ragnarok was forged to mark the War of the Gods, then Goter Damarang, meaning Twilight of the Gods, was forged to mark the fall of those self-same deities. Ooh. Wow, 375. That's plus 50 attack and stagger. Oh. I haven't equipped the weapon yet. Ignore the fact that it actually says plus 75.
Anything else?
Let me just take a look at this weapon. All right. I like this one. Do you look like... I don't remember what Ragnarok looks like in... Oh god, I can't remember which Final Fantasy it's notable in. Is it in 9? I think it's a 9.
No need to thank me for the sword. I'm happy just to be here.
Gotcha.
You reckon we finally got to the bottom of Blackthorn's troubles then? That'd be something, eh?
Yeah.
He wouldn't be Blackthorn if he didn't give us the odd scale.
Yeah, it was a very good quest. So we're gonna turn this in. Uh-oh. What? Why? Why did you just randomly give me a hunt? Hold on, I just want to double check you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Yeah.
Here you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to do one of these before we end. We'll do Martha's Rest. What do you got here? S rank. A caravan of traders traversing the Velcroy told me of a colossal beast that they had encountered on their... It's a chimera. To hear them tell it, it had the aspects of a dragon, a lion, and a scorpion all at once. I contested that it might be naught but a mirage, a phantasm brought about by the desert heat. But the sweat which ran down their foreheads was cold, and the fear in their eyes real. Gotcha. That makes sense. We had to see one before. Tricephalic terror? See one before it could appear. Makes sense. Alright.
How was she?
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Been an hour.
So, is it good news or bad?
Good.
Good, thankfully. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Thanks a blimmin' million. I'll fit him to the smelter right away.
Alright. I hope we get to have 6 high potions and 10 potions.
May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
Looks familiar.
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
No, it's not.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon furnace was just what we needed to perfect it.
Okay.
It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it. I promise.
That furnace reminded me. Is that the FF4 Kogel's furnace? It's those horns that just remind me like of a dwarven
What do you reckon?
furnace.
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the Hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
I still think people are probably always going to see Sid as the villain, even if the world gets better. So anything that he helped make might not be seen in a good light. We're the same exotic... Oh, this is... Wait, is this the same text? From which the class with this satchel was fashioned, be used to craft a suit of armor, it would surely be supple enough to accommodate even the greediest knight's ever-expanding belly. Oh. I don't know if I read that. Maximized. Oh. Every time I see that, I'm like, oh no, I'm getting close to the end. 8 potions, 5 high potions. Okay, and 4 strength and stone skin. Gotcha. With 2 Ds. Maximized with 2 Ds?
Right then. Let's get back to work. These world-changing inventions ain't gonna invent themselves.
Gotcha. Okay, we know about the hunt. That one's definitely gonna have to wait. I know exactly where it is too. Like, this spot is too noticeable not to be it. This is definitely where we're fighting. Especially if it's an S rank. Oh, well, no, I haven't been over here. It could be in Titan's Wake. Honestly. I said we were gonna do Martha's Rest, so we're gonna do that. I want to try to get everything out in these 2 episodes so that I can come back to story next week, but I don't want to rush it either. But, you know, 4 side quests and then a hunt and 4 side quests in the next one, it should work out.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself.
Okay.
As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Clive, you haven't said a word.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Life is oddly quiet in this one. Strange.
Get them Ghazal green seeds up to Sir Wade in Eastpool, would you? And while you're there, ask him what the situation is with the Akashic over that way. He might actually tell you the truth.
Sure. Maybe he'll tell me about that door up there. I really want to know. I'm gonna be so upset if that door is nothing. Never brought up at all. And then that one stone monument that I found is nothing.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
Bam. While chocobos adore Ghazal greens, their human masters find them significantly less toothsome, turning them to them only in times of hardship, most often after their faithful steeds have already been added to the pot. So they'd rather eat their chocobos than Ghazal greens.
These
basically.
are Ghazal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in.
Of that?
They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
Why not just have Clive do all of it?
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them.
You're not demanding that they fight. Just they fight if they want to keep the village safe?
My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you.
I had a feeling.
Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
Fry pan. Oh, come on, that was a good speech.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For
That's
Eastpool!
Enthusiastic agreement. Wow. That's all it took. A fry pan.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
What is Yang's wife's name in FF4? Because that's all I could think about.
Well,
Is
if
it
it was
Martha?
numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Await, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Hell yeah.
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
So this seems like a conclusion of many
Better
people.
do our bit too, then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
It seems like the conclusion of like Wade, Martha, and all of Eastpool's just in general. Kind of cool that they'd have like just a quest chain like that. I have diamond dust, right? Torgal, where are you?
Comes.
Torgal here? He's here.
I will not let this village fall.
Alright. Oh, why do I target the weirdest enemies?
This one.
I guess we'll impulse. Come here. Oh, I'm not in Garuda.
Get him. This one.
Damn, Diamond Dust has a long cooldown. No. There we go. I turned at the end. Ravage. Can't believe I've spent like 40 episodes not using Ravage at all. Hi. Anyone want to hit me? How did I mistime that? How did I... This is a waste of time. God damn it. Mega Flare is so... Only useful for bosses that attack fast. Everything else gets off-staggered way too often. Oh. I was kind of assuming there'd be a boss. That's why I was holding so many abilities. Okay.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Really?
Crossfield! Change of plan!
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Okay. Gotta take care of that. In that big open area. Okay, well, my stuff's definitely gonna be off cooldown by then. Oh, I'm in a town. I can't check. Martha.
Tell me an Akashic curl's heading towards the rest. Get yourself down there. We can handle things here.
Next one's mine. I might...
And wait.
The curl was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards Martha's Rest. Founder speed you, my lord.
You... Oh, you
will
too.
be safe in our hands, my lord. You have my word.
Okay. You know what will speed me? Is Ambrosia. Hi.
Go.
All right. Did you know you can actually lock onto things with Ambrosia? That's weird. Oh, I wanted to go in and kick the coral with... Hi. Oh, Bander coral.
With me, Torgal.
This one might actually be worth using a Mega Flare on. Alright, first... Nope. First, Raging Fist, as soon as you do a normal...
Get him.
There. Grab him. Freeze him. No, not that, not that. Impulse. Alright, now that. Oh. Whip cracks. Oh. Did I just leave? I just left Limit Break. Oh. Damn. I kind of was hoping it had more health than that. Another coral whisker.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
You know, for a side quest, it was still decently hard. I think the Chimera was more troublesome than that, though.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
Good.
We did it. We saved Eastpool.
What's to stop more from coming, though?
Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
See, the only way they could find that out is by actually fighting to defend it of their own will. Yeah, I think Clive stepping in and taking care of everything would have not helped.
Anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade.
What?
But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Well, yeah, that's why we came here. East Pudlian?
Lord
I don't know if
Rossfield,
I like that one.
do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield.
Oh.
Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
That all depends on the next main story part. If we can actually manage to hurt Odin.
Thank you again for all you have done for me and mine, my lord. You may rest assured that Eastpool will be safe in my hands. Thanks to you.
We defended Eastpool once, and we can do it again, and again, and again.
Thank you, my lord. You showed us what it means to fight for what's ours, and we shall strive to follow in your footsteps.
Awesome.
We couldn't have done this if we hadn't all pulled together. Even you and Martha chipped in. We owe you a debt of gratitude, my lord.
Okay. Well, that's probably the end of... That was a long, like, not a goodbye, but like a resolution to Wade's character arc, almost. It does seem like we may not be getting any more quests from him or Martha after
Can't
this.
say it wasn't a relief to see the better part of the Guardians finally taking their leave. We barely had room to breathe, what with them.
I think I've talked to her before.
Crammed in together.
I have talked to her
Hero
before.
returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
Is it Bloody Hides?
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your Hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day, that whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing, to make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
That reminds me, I haven't thought about... There's barely any children in this game that would come after. Besides, like, Tet and his sister and the medicine girl. 43? Jesus. That was a long one, wasn't it? Oh my God, we're in an hour and a half. Okay. Rest signboard. Okay, so we're probably gonna get... That's gonna make up a lot of these. We're probably going to get everyone's stuff. Like, we got the Hanging Man sign from oh God. Quentin. That's his name. The emblem of Martha's Rest. Personal fiefdom of the Golden Stables. Indomitable landlady. To those with no love for the empire, the settlement stands as an island of safety in a sea of anything but. Oh, well.
Don't worry, Clive. You went alone in this fight. Whenever you find yourself in need, be it of money, men, or a bowl of hot stew, the stable's door is always open.
I doubt we'll need money. We're kind of set with Byron around. All right, so that is that is the end of this one. We've gone way over, and in the next episode, I have 4 more side quests to do, and a hunt. So, assuming they're gonna probably be as long as this one was, I would just expect another hour and a half of side quests before we get back to main story. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish them all, no matter how long it ends up going in the next one. So, either way, we'll be set. Hoping that, you know, in the next one we're actually going to get over to Ash here. Sounds like it's going to be violent here, by the way they put it. So we may not actually get, like, a town. But we know Ramuh, the dominants of Ramuh were born on Ash somewhere in here. There's got to be a safe village at some point. Although we don't really know if they're good people or not. We just know Sid was. Whatever. We'll see what happens in 2 episodes when we finally get there. But so thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.